Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Off the Board with Crystal Barrett of Pineapple Papers. And if you'd like to see the ones on Instagram, it's hashtag OTBWPP. And this is the layout I took off the board. I've had it on there for a long time, mostly because I didn't have a stencil like that circle one there. But I got one a couple of months ago, two or three, and I thought I could do it. It's not the same stencil, it's the radar one, but it's close enough. And I picked a picture I thought was similar to, but I didn't go ahead and reprint it into black and white. I just left it in color. And I'm using the two grunge stamps from Studio Light. And this is Wild Honey. And I'm looking at it because it has lots of pink in there. It had yellow in places and pink in places. And I thought, well, I've used it before, surely. I must not have noticed that. Anyway, I think I put too much because I was looking at it because I got way more than I planned, but I didn't want to waste it. So I just kept going and put it all over the layout practically. It has different colors on their stencil, so I'm doing different colors. I'm starting out with, let's see, saltwater taffy, and then salvage patina, and I'm thinking the salvage patina is an oxide. Yeah, I can see it right there. And then I'm going to lagoon and peacock feathers. And the lagoon is close to my heart. And they're similar colors, they just get progressively darker. It's kind of hard to tell on the video, but it shows up a little better, not a whole lot better in person. And I really like how my wild honey turned out. There's a lot of pooling on it or wicking on the edges, and I always like that. I am using, well, this is a Dear Lizzie title, I think, or phrase, one or the other. And I believe it's watercolor, and I could have probably sprayed it with water after I put this ink on here, especially since one of them's an oxide. But I didn't think of it till I was doing the video. But I think it would have looked pretty good. I am taking this stitching stamp and I'm going to put it on here several times, and I'm not really worried about it being completely straight because I know a lot of it's going to be covered up. And one thing about mixed media, it doesn't have to be perfect, and it still looks like the way it's supposed to look. It just kind of goes with the flow. Whatever you do on the layout, it's okay. I am using several from that one stamp set, and I think a few from the other. So I've got quite a few stamps. I got them on both sides of my blocks, and I think one of the blocks has 4 on it because I have them on each end, and I'm going to use each end on my layout. And then I have my trusty, which I absolutely still love since the day I got it, the crosshatch one from Stampin' Up. It came on a wooden mounted, it came mounted on wood, and I took it off a long time ago. Now, this stamp is like circles. There's 3 of them, 3 stamps, and they got words on it. And I got one upside down, so I'm going to stamp like right on top of it with some crosses or X's or whatever they are, so that it won't be as noticeable that it's upside down. But it's kind of hard to tell when you're stamping it. But I thought, it's mixed media. Nobody will pay attention that that one is upside down. But then, I like more. So I'm going to cover it up anyhow. My worry was for nothing anyway. Uh, this one, I'm using different colors so that they'll maybe show up just a little better because, you want layering with mixed media, and you can layer one color on top of the other, and especially if you use another color. And I do love using green, but yeah, I'm using different colors on here. And oh, just did y'all notice that I matted the photo and then I started to put the other ones down and decided I was going to have to distress. So, of course, the one on the photo is getting distressed after being adhered to the photo. The photo is of my granddaughter, Reagan. This was a long time ago when she was 2. She is a teenager now. And the words I'm going to end up using on here are, because there are phrase stickers on the layout, and I'm going to forget them to the last minute. I'm going to have splattering and everything done when I remember them. And so they're bigger because they are the Reset Girl, but they went with her photo. We're at a family reunion and she's standing in line waiting her turn, and her turn is next. But she has been watching this procedure. I mean, not taking her eyes off of it. I think she just don't understand it. But then she does really good when she gets up there. However, she's not blindfolded like the older kids are. But it's pinata, so they give her a bat and she just does it. I mean, she attacked it as hard as she could. And yeah, she didn't do anything to it, but one of the bigger kids got it. But they went from youngest to the oldest. So there were a few younger than her, and she was barely 2 in this photo. It was like maybe a month after her birthday. So because of all her seriousness when she was doing this, my stickers say you can do hard things, planning awesomeness, because you could tell she was planning, and you were made to shine, girl. But yeah, I hadn't planned to use something to go along with that. However, I didn't really plan on my stickers being so big. So I will end up adding some more flowers and greenery because they end up, well, just basically sticking out like a sore thumb. And I thought, oh, that's just not going to work. And I don't want to find something else that don't go with what she is thinking. I'm sure she's thinking when she is watching everybody hit that pinata. But the other papers and stickers I used, uh, Echo Park, and I think it's called In the Sunshine, and the flowers that I fussy cut are out of there also. And so I needed a little more greenery because I didn't think the flowers had enough. And see how those leaves are sticking out on those flowers? Well, in a few minutes, I will decide that I don't like that. So I will cut the leaves off, but leave the foam tape that's underneath them on there and stick them down and add a little more foam tape to the flowers so they're up higher and have more dimension. This is Blue Skies, I think it's called, by Mr. Huey. And then this one is the Saltwater Taffy. So I am sprinkling both of them on the layout, thinking I am done. And then I am going to remember those phrase stickers and have to do a lot more. Oh, I forgot. I did remember some sequins. And these are Cat Scrappiness, Walking on Sunshine, I think. And it's very, very old. And I think it was a sample one when I placed an order one time. That's why it's such a tiny package. But I thought it'd go really, really good with that wild honey. And yeah, they did. Of course, I held one up against the wild honey to make sure, but yeah, they went pretty good. I am matting the stickers on the pink, and that might have been part of what helped make them stick out like a sore thumb. But I like mounting them on something else to give them a little more definition so they will show up. But see how they're out there with no greenery, no flowers. Well, that one isn't too bad, but if you do one, you got to do all 3. So yeah, I am going to add some more flowers and more greenery. And the greenery is that branch from Pink Fresh. And I did ink everything. Well, the greenery that I am going to add in a minute. But here I am cutting those flowers down. And I did zoom in a little just in case I couldn't describe it well enough. But yeah, I am sticking the leaves down on the bottom part and the flowers over the top of the photo. And it has that extra piece of foam tape. But I'm doing it on both of them just so that there is more dimension. They didn't look so flat and sticking out there like they were. But yeah, here's that pink fresh dye, and I did, like I said, I cut them apart and inked them. And they are just going to go around. Well, I think I add a couple other places, because I, I did 2 branches and I had enough. Maybe I did 4 branches. I don't remember how many I did, but I did a couple of branches and cut them apart. And I thought I might as well put them all on here. There's room. I can do it. So yeah, I did it. But while I'm doing that, I want to mention that down below is the list that Crystal made up. And it's the days everybody planned on doing this. And my day of the month is Sunday. And it is a 5 weeks of uh, Sundays in the month. There are 5. So there will be another one next week. But some of them were doing it every single day, including Crystal, I think, Maura, and a few others. So plenty of inspiration, and yeah, to help everybody get inspired to pull their pins off their Pinterest boards. And yeah, like I said, this one was an older one. I had put it on there for Mixed Media Frenzy because you get to take turns picking the layout. And each time I'd think about it, and I'd think, I don't have a circle stencil. I would have to figure something else out. So I would just wait and wait. And so, yeah, it's finally got done. And yeah, mine does have a color photo, but it's similar. You can tell by looking at it that it was the inspiration. I did not use no black on mine. I wanted mine a little bit more colorful. I was in the mood for color. And of course, my photo was in color too. That made a difference. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. I appreciate that too. I know there are plenty of videos out there that you could be watching. So I appreciate you watching mine. But there's my little cutie. Yeah, she's taller than I am now by, by a little bit. And there's my finished layout. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week, that you have fun on this hop, and that you get a chance to pull something off your board and create. Bye.